I'm Royal, I'm rank 1 in Wild Rift, and I'm playing on a fresh new account all the way from Unranked to Challenger. I'll be playing every role with many different champions to show you how to climb and win in every elo.
Welcome back to another episode of Unranked to Challenger, and today we're playing the long-awaited Zed. Many of you guys know Zed is one of my best champions, one of my favorite champions, so I'll try to impress you this game, even though I'm quite rusty on him. I haven't played him in some time. We're playing in Emerald 2 right now. We're making our way to Diamond. I'll probably make one more Emerald video after this, and then we'll be playing in Diamond. So I'm trying to last hit the minions with my basic attack and use my first ability to trade with the Corki, so he doesn't poke me for free. Unfortunately, I am missing my first abilities, so maybe it would be better if I just sat back and farmed with my first ability. However, I want a heavy trade into him, because the lower he is, the more chances I have for looking for a solo kill. Actually don't have second wind this game. I decided to go for the adaptive carnage because the enemy team is very heavy magic damage, right? Other than the Jinx, all their champions are heavy magic damage champions. So I'll probably be building some magic resist. I'm thinking about Maul this game, and I will be going adaptive carnage so I can have even more magic resist once I'm under 50% HP. I keep last hitting peacefully under turret. And Corki actually makes a big mistake and takes a turret shot. Now he's very low HP and he doesn't have his second ability up. So I'll just go in on him with my shadow, proc electrocute, drop the ignite, and follow up with a node attack. So this is just me punishing the Corki for making a critical mistake. He took a turret shot, so he was half HP, and he uses his second ability, right? So he has no way of getting away from me other than the flash, which I can just follow with my flash. So pretty big mistake from the Corki where it's going to push the wave in back. Good punish from us. Oh, Gwen is here. So yeah, like I said, that was a big mistake from the Corki, but your job as an assassin is to punish these mistakes. And obviously when you're playing in Emerald or like low diamond, these mistakes happen so often. So you need to be able to react quickly and be able to punish them. We're almost level 5, and once we get our ulti, since Corki has no summoners, we're gonna try to look for another all-in, right? Before he gets his flash and ignite back up. So he's actually missing, so I'm gonna ping missing ping, and he's actually bot lane. I don't know if he helped on that kill, but they did get my MF. And since he's missing, since he roamed bot lane, we're gonna punish him by going for a turret plating and taking his plant as well. So I don't really know what he was able to get bot lane, but we secured 150 gold. Let's see if we can do anything top lane. Does Singe survive? He does survive. How broken is Singed? Maybe we can go on the Gwen, drop our ultimate, do our little combo, and we get blinded and the lasso attack does not go through. And my ignite wasn't up yet, so she does survive. We also survived with very low HP after the poison and the ignite wore off, or I think red buff. Okay, Corki's being a little annoying. He's gonna get away. Maybe I could have killed him if I played that a little differently. Oh, Timo started tanking turret too because I killed that minion. I go and grab my plant, and Singed is just gonna chase Corki, I guess. So that means that we're gonna take the farm in the top lane. We got our full Yomus in base now, which is our first big power spike. Is Singed really gonna die here? Oh, he does die, and he gives Corki an assist. That's unfortunate. Corki has now 2 assists because he did a good roam bot lane, but we're still so far ahead because of the solo kill. We have 800 gold, we got a turret plating, we got the solo kill, and we've gotten more minions than him too. So I have a big lead, and when my ulti's up, he will have his summoners back up. However, we can still look for a kill because we have insane burst. Oh, he stepped into my shadow, so I can just take my shadow and go for no attack and proc the electrocute. He's very low now, so when I have ulti, I can actually look for solo kill. I'm quite low too, so I do need to be careful. I take that, going for the ultimate, he's dead. So I definitely should have flashed earlier. I thought that I could just walk out of the turret range and be fine. So this is a mistake on me getting really greedy. I should definitely have used my flash, just dodge his damage and survive. But I thought I could just walk out of the turret range and he would die to my ulti. but he was able to get his first ability, his ulti, and an auto attack down on me, which ended up finishing me off with the turret. So that's a mistake on my part, just being cocky with my summoner spells. And you don't need to do that in Wild Rift, because summoner spells have such low cooldown. I don't think I can really help down the bot lane, so I'm just gonna push mid. They're gonna trade the 1-for-1. I could roam bot lane, but I do want to stay close to Volibear, since he's doing the Herald right now. Poke the Corki, almost killed him. My normal like combo without my ulti almost kills him actually, which is really good. I'm very strong right now. So I do want to stay in range of the Volibear to kind of protect him in case Corki or Teemo want to attack him while he's doing the Herald. So we're gonna keep pushing mid, and it's gonna be our 4th turret plating. We see Brand, it's gonna ult combo him, get out with my second ability, and finish him off with my shurikens. I see the entire team, so I go back to my shadow, and I'm out of there. Very nice juke. They had no one on my shadow, so I was able to quickly get out. So we're so fed right now. We have 3 kills and 600 gold. Let's see if we can help out. And 600 gold from the turret platings. Oh, Volibear overextended. Oh no, Jinx. Oh no. I have made a mistake. Oh, Jinx actually has Collector first item. That's really bad. She's 5-0. I made a mistake. I didn't think Volibear would die, so Jinx got her passive and she was able to chase me down. And I had no mobility, right? So it's a big mistake on me giving over that kill to Jinx. We're still very fed though. Oh, she gets another kill. Okay, this Jinx will be a problem, even though her build is awful. But we're still very fed. We have almost the same cold as Jinx. We're down 600 on Jinx, and we're up 1000 on Corki. Mostly because of our turret platings. Ooh, this is gonna be a big shutdown for me. Good grab from the Blitzcrank, but he takes my kill. So I lose the like 1000 gold shutdown, and freaking Blitzcrank gets it. We have our ulti up, and Corki just used his second ability, so we can immediately go in on him. He has no escape, and that's a free kill. So this is the same mistake that Corki made in the early game. He used his second ability, and then he walked up too far. So we're able to punish his lack of mobility and lack of cooldowns by going in for the kill again. And this is exactly how you want to be playing Assassins, right? Punish the missing cooldowns. Looking for sneaky play on the Brand, but that is clearly worded. We just want to base now and get our Mauve Malmortius to be free from all that magic damage. Oh, they're actually fighting. I'm too low to help though, so I'm just gonna back off. And we're gonna wait for Boots to get our Merc Treads. They don't have too much CC. Jinx has her slow, her root. Teemo has a blind, and Brand has a stun, but they don't have too much CC. However, I'm still gonna go for the Merc Treads, just to make sure I'm not being locked up at all, because they have a lot of damage. So if I'm locked up for even a second, I could easily go down. So we're gonna go around the Corki, just to make sure there's no escape for him. Do a basic combo, just ult him, throw out our shadow, and do a triple shuriken. Let's see if we can take this Scuttle Crab from Jinx. We'll just snag that right away. And this could be a good play for us Volibears here. We're gonna go on the Jinx, pick her up, and that's good because we're shutting down the Jinx as much as possible, because it was very fed, and we'll be able to get the first dragon of the game as well, which is quite late because neither jungler really went for it after we took the Herald. When you are playing an assassin like Zed, you want to be shutting down the enemy team's carries, and especially the fed ones. So it's really good that we're able to pick up 2 kills on the Jinx. Put her behind. Oh, Corki's actually going in on the Blitzcrank. And Gwen is here, so this could be a good play for us. My base combo on Gwen, drop the Ignite to stop her healing. And I can just ult the Corki, who has stasis, but he's just waiting to die. We'll flash after him. He did pick up my Maul shield, but we are able to get that kill on him. Farm some jungle camps while we're at it before basing, because why not? That's extra gold for us. There's no one taking them right now. We're actually pretty close to the Black Cleaver. We need 600 more gold. We'll just base and get the components. I don't like getting boot enchant on Zed until I have most of my damage components, so I usually get after my 3rd or even 4th item unless I really need it, which I don't this game. I'll probably end up getting stasis later, but there's no reason to waste that much gold on something that doesn't give me damage, right? And now the Jinx and the Brand are overextended again. We have our ulti up, and we're gonna look to punish that. We're gonna focus on the Jinx. Terrible combo by me, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. We're gonna be able to pick up the Jinx. Blitzcrank will steal the brand kill, but that's not a big deal. So notice this game that I didn't go for Serpent's Fang. They do have one shield on Jinx, but that is their only shield, so I decided it's probably not worth it. Okay, Volibear. Pop off. Volibear jungle is actually really strong. I didn't include him in my tier list as a jungler, but on my next tier list, I'm definitely going to include him, and he'll probably be S tier. We'll see. We'll see what the new rune changes do to him, but he's very strong right now. We're going to clear the mid wave, and I'm going to go take blue buff. Our jungler is dead, and I want blue buff. Blue buff is, of course, super important on Zed, because Zed has such low cooldowns. He's only really limited by his energy regen, and blue buff, of course, gives you energy regen, right? So, especially in team fights, blue buff on Zed is mandatory. We're gonna take the skull crab as well. Maximize our gold income. And Teemo he's walked up way too far. He's actually kind of juking me. He's so fast. Is that the phase rush Teemo from my previous video? He might be a viewer. Okay, singed. Maybe we can actually kill the Gwen as well. Oof. We want to stay away from her when we don't have cooldowns up. Kite her down and get her. Our Maw will pop. So yeah, versus Gwen, obviously her sustained damage is a lot higher than us. So we just want to burst her down. So do my combo, walk away until I have spells again, and kill her. That's how you want to play versus champions who have a lot of consistent damage. Use your burst to kill them if you can't. Back away and wait for your cooldowns again. We have our ulti coming up again, so I'm gonna just W in. Pick up another kill on the brand. So this is why assassins are so effective in low elo, right? They're always by themselves, mispositioned, and it's so easy for me when I'm playing like Zed, when I'm playing Fizz, when I'm playing these types of assassins, to just catch enemies out of position constantly. Zed's cooldown on his ulti is really low at this point. Like, I have my ulti up again after I just killed the brand. And once you do have your cooldown, you win pretty much every 1v1 against squishy opponents. I'm just moving my camera to look at Jinx in case he ults me here. We have just enough gold for our Sherildas, which is perfect. That's why we stayed a little longer with low HP, just to make sure we get that. And now again, I'm gonna go and push out the lane, make sure that all the lanes are pushing. And as the enemies are busy wave clearing the side lanes, I'm gonna go and find a victim in the side lanes and pick him up. Take the blue buff that our jungler nicely counter jungled. Do a little combo the brand, he's very low, we can go in for the kill. And back off immediately. Corki is standing on our second ability, so we're gonna go back into it, take our shadow and ignite him for the kill. And we're gonna completely juke the enemy team and pick up 2 kills. We're too low to go for the Teemo now, but our ult is up in 8 seconds again. So maybe we can look for another play. Blitzcrank is able to finish off the Jinx. And our ult is up again. We're gonna go and get the Teemo. Get the turret. Gwen's getting a little greedy for us. I don't know where my first abilities are going. For some reason, my abilities are targeting on the wolves. Another very clean play. Again, enemies mispositioned. At this point, we're very fed too, so we can do things that like normally you're not able to do with Zed. My cooldowns are very low, and as long as I have blue buff, I can keep spamming them. And we're gonna go and pick up the second dragon, and this is the ability haste dragon, which is really good on Zed. Because again, if you have low cooldowns and blue buff, you can just keep dashing out your spells. You can keep swapping with your shadows, being everywhere. You have insane mobility. So now we can get our stasis and work towards our last item. So for my last item on Zed, I usually like going for the Divine Thunderer. Or Trinity Force sometimes, however it does kind of overlap effects with the Black Cleaver. So I like going for Divine Thunderer. It gives you more tankiness, more burst with your auto attack, because you usually only do like 1 auto attack on your victim. And it gives you a lot of cooldown reduction, a lot of ability haste, right? Making your combo smoother. So Jinx is way overstepping against us. We're gonna go in, there's 3 people, but we are gonna be able to get the Jinx. My cooldowns are so short, I'm able to get so many abilities off. Teemo streams are destroying me, but I do have my stasis. So I'll be able to survive, I can just run away. Perfect, so we kill the Jinx, so we create chaos, and our team's able to clean up. I need to be a little careful of shrooms here. So I'm just gonna go get some HP so I'm safe from that. Now we can look to siege down the mid lane turret. We could probably do Baron too, but my team is not on the same page. So I'm just gonna focus on getting the turret for now. And then without pressure we can look for Baron later. Oh, Teemo's shrooms are so annoying. I do have my ulti back up, so we're gonna go for a combo on him. But I am tanking both turrets. I thought I would lose aggro from the first turret, but I didn't. So we are able to kill the Teemo, but we do give our shutdown over to him. Which is not the worst champion to give the shutdown to, but obviously dying is not ideal. We are able to pick up the turret as well. Okay, team. Okay, singed. Oh, broken, he's singed. Oh, he died. I don't know where Blitzcrank is going. I don't know where my team is going at the moment. Hopefully the enemy team doesn't do Baron after they all die. Okay, actually, Volibear is smurfing. He got the Jinx. Corki with the flank. Okay, Corki. I don't know what that flank was. Volibear is massive. He's not very fed either, but he's so hard to kill. Volibear jungle OP. S++ tier, perhaps. Okay, so we're a bit far from our items, so I'm just gonna go farm the jungle since every lane's already pushed. My teammates are dead, so we can't get any objectives right now. So I'm just gonna farm the jungle. Maximize my gold income, right? This is something I've been doing throughout this entire game. Even though I have 17 kills so far, I've still had time to farm up, farm lanes, farm jungle, and keep my income really high. Allowing me to pretty much get full build in like 17 minutes. So I'm picking my team to come Baron, since we have the pressure from the mid lane inhibitor being down. Still don't have my item. Oh, and look at Jinx stepping up. We're gonna be able to pick up an easy kill on Jinx. She was actually very tanky, but we're still gonna be able to pick her up, and that's gonna be even easier to do the Baron. Again, I'm playing an assassin, I'm pushing the waves, seeing when an enemy oversteps, and easily assassinating them. So I'm picking my team Baron, but I see that Volibear is pretty far away, so I decided to base for my item. We'll get there about the same time with Homeguard and Divine Sunderer. So there's no rush. I also do want to get the blue buff because I don't have blue buff. Super important on Zed, like I said. But this does seem to be a pretty free Baron. The enemy team is not contesting. And once you get Baron, you want to push all three lanes together and suffocate the enemy team with Baron minions, or you can use the Baron to get Elder, right? So I'm gonna go top lane. Unfortunately, my entire team is grouping mid lane, which is really bad because we already have the mid lane inhibitor, and they're forcing a fight, which is the last thing you want to do when you get Baron. When you get Baron, you want to suffocate the enemy team with minions. So this one I'm going top lane. However, I do see a fight break down, and I decide to come join my team, try to help out. Maybe we can ace them and end. So I'm going on Jinx first. Then I'll jump on Brand with my ulti. I tried to get Teemo as well, but he's just too quick. And now we can just chase down the Corki. Unfortunately, my entire team except the Misfortune has died. Again, what we should have done is push top and bot lane and suffocate the enemy team with minions instead of just grouping like idiots mid lane and dying for no reason. I tried to get the Teemo as well, because if I do kill the Teemo here, I can maybe end the game. So it's only Teemo really stopping me. The enemy death timers are pretty quick. So if I'm able to kill the Teemo, maybe I can end the game really quickly. But he's throwing shrooms and slowing me down. The Gwen has already spawned. I'll do my combo on the Teemo. Stace is the last shot from the turret. I'll flash out and get out. Oh, a Teemo shroom! Oh, maybe MF can get Gwen. Nope, she does not get her, but I do need to base now. Get my HP back. So I'm thinking if maybe I should change something in my build, but I think this is the perfect build for what I'm going for right now. I don't know what else I could improve on. Oh no, my entire team, again, they're running down mid lane and just dying while I think trying to end the game. So again, Volibear just ended. We can't do Dragon. I think it's just trying to end the game. Gonna take the enemy team's blue buff. Again, blue buff super important. Zed. So my team is making it pretty difficult to end. I see Jinx mid lane. She's making the same mistake again. She's just by herself versus a Zed. Well, what do you think is gonna happen? Obviously, I'm gonna kill her. Triple Shuriken combo. And actually, Blitzcrank steals another one of my kills. This guy loves stealing my kills. But I do have 22 kills and 5 assists, so I'm not gonna complain about kill steals too much. Now I see Gwen go over to her red buff. I don't have ulti, but I can still maybe zone her out of the red buff. I'm still very strong without my ulti. He misses the hook, and I'm actually able to pick up the red buff. Now the next goal is to go and get Elder Dragon, right? That's the safest way to win the game now. Jinx is down, but she's respawning soon, and I'm seeing if I'm gonna be able to pick off another kill to allow us to easily get the Elder Dragon. We're pushing in all the waves and then running to Elder Dragon, so the enemy team has to defend first, and they won't be in Elder Dragon in time. My jungler is struggling to get in the pit, but that's okay. He'll finally figure it out and stop running into walls. So Gwen is coming up. Blitzcrank is doing very well by zoning her. Now I'm gonna go and just make sure she's nowhere near, but she's bot lane, so this should be a free Elder Dragon. I'm gonna chase down Gwen and see if we can pick her off. But she does ult me. I'll get her ult, so it's pretty good. She gets a little greedy, so we're gonna go back in on her. It's actually a lot of damage, and she has stasis. Drop another shadow and triple shuriken. I see 3 people, so I go back. I get triple slow on them, and then I stasis, so my team is finally able to come. And we clean up the enemy team with our Elder buff, and we're gonna be ending the game. So thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying this series, leave a like, subscribe for more Wild Rift content, and comment below what champion I should be playing next.